Listen, I've been watching you for a while, and I just want you to know that I really like the way that you carry yourself, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but I was wondering if I could have a little of you. If you would give it to me nice and slow. Give it so till I won't no more. I promise I won't run out the door. No, I wanna know, are you ready to ride? Let's ride. 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 Baby. Shoot. Oh yeah.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Ldy CoCo Show. It is Tuesday night. We have a special guest. Some of you may know him and some of you may not. But just in case you don't know, you're going to find out tonight. Do y'all hear me? You're going to find out tonight. I'm going to play one of his songs before I bring him on. I hope everyone has had a wonderful day today. Hope your week is going well, as mine is going. Listen, we have so much that has taken place within the past 24 hours. We lost the legendary Miss Pat from the Louisiana area. And so you all make sure that you keep her family in your prayers. Also to Southern Soul, make sure you all continue to stay focused and do the things that you're supposed to do. Set yourself to be on a good platform where it's good and it's positive, and you don't have to worry about it when your time comes. You want to make sure you live such a good life till, hey, no worries left behind. And so you want to make sure you leave a legacy for yourself, as Miss Pat has done. She was a very beautiful young lady out there doing her thing. One of the voices that I love so much from the Louisiana area. And tonight we have a young man that's going to be on the platform that's from Lafayette, Louisiana. So y'all stay tuned, because, honey, I got something for y'all tonight. For all of you ladies that love that fire, we're going to bring y'all some fire tonight. So I'm going to play this song, and then we're going to bring him on, all right? So y'all can talk to my guest tonight. Here we go. It's the Ldy CoCo Show, y'all, Tuesday night. We're going to do it just like this. Tonight.
Come on, baby. Let's go out and dance. This is the night for dancing. This is the night for dancing. We put our week of working. Now it's time to let it loose. We don't need nobody's confirmation to make it do what it do. Girl, pull out your finest shoes and dress, and I'll get my suit out too. I got a pocket full of money, baby, and I'm gonna spend it all on my honeymoon. Because tonight is the night for dancing. Tonight is the night for dancing.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Joyce.
Out on the dance floor, baby.
Can I have this dance?
Can you have this dance? Sure you can.
I can't believe, no, I can't believe it, that you're truly all mine, all mine, all mine. I spin you around and around and around. Everyone's gonna stay. Let us stay. We're gonna step, we're gonna swing it. We're gonna party like we just don't care. Cause tonight, I wanna hold you in my arms, girl. Tonight, I gotta make sure that you know you're only star.
Go ahead then. Wait.
Oh, suck it.
Go ahead then. Go ahead.
Hey. I love it.
He said a good night. That's a good night for dance.
I couldn't wait till Friday.
Good evening, Uncle Folly. How are you doing?
Lady CoCo, I'm doing great. I'm doing great, boss lady. I'm doing great.
And you are looking so dapper over there, like Louisiana Fred, whatever they.
I get that from my daddy.
You came in. It's showtime tonight. You know it. You came in ready.
You know it, baby. You know it. If I'm gonna hang out with boss lady CoCo, it's showtime, baby.
It's showtime. It's showtime. So let me say hello once again to the audience. I see you all checking in here. Derek the Change Man Smith, how you doing, brother? All of you all, Joyce, me, and Teresa. I can't say everybody's name, but I see you all in here. Thank y'all for chiming in tonight. Make sure you do us a favor and share at least one time and tag at least one guest in tonight. Tonight we have the legendary Uncle Folly, all the way from Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, love. I'm doing fine. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Yes. Man, I don't know where you thought we were going tonight, but I'm kind of dressed up. We messing a bit like
you know, it ain't nothing but a 6-hour ride, girl. I got a Corvette. I got a truck. I go down there, pick you up. By 12, the party's still going on, baby.
Yeah, it's still going on. It's still going on. So I'm going to give you a few moments to tell the people exactly who you are, and we're going to go from there.
Cool deal. I appreciate you, baby. Hello, world. How y'all doing? And welcome to Ldy CoCo's beautiful show. I am your favorite uncle, Uncle Folly from Lafayette, Louisiana, homegrown from Macomb. Better believe it. They got some other famous people from Macomb. Cupid's from Macomb. The famous Cupid Shuffle.
Yes.
I am a father, grandfather, retired firefighter, songwriter. Been in the business for at least 24 years. Had my first hit called Swing It in 2000 and multiple hits after that. They are now calling me, and they used to call me that back in the Gap, but now they're starting to revisit this name, Uncle Folly, the guru of swing out music.
Okay.
The guru. And you know, I'm kind of like the guru, you know, and I'm kind of like, okay, that means like I'm schooling somebody, I'm teaching somebody, I'm the guru.
Now, I like that. I was going to say, explain to us, what is guru?
Yes, indeed. Taking it to a high level, baby. I'm just honestly, joke off aside. I mean, I hope everybody didn't take that personally. Everybody's doing their thing. There's some lovely music coming out of Louisiana. Lovely hit-making music. The Guru. Back when I made a record called Swing It in the year 2000, it was my very first record. It just took off and people just start swinging to it, just start dancing to it. And we just, we accumulated a lot of fans and just had a great time doing it. And so, but swing out is a style of music that I was raised on, love, in our homes in the Creole community in Louisiana and Lafayette, a lot in Lafayette, Louisiana. We hand dance. We call it swing out. Right. And the people in Chicago might call it stepping.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So I cater to that. I cater to that genre of music. I call it soul, blues, R&B. So that's what I call it, because it's sometimes I can be singing about the juke joint, and sometimes I can be singing about the Oasis, Silk Sheet and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you're so versatile. I noticed that. Like you're very versatile. So where does this come from?
It's an array of what we grew up with and what we had access to. I come from a musical family.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that possibly the legendary person that everybody would know right off the bat is Stanley Buckwheat Durrell. Stanley Buckwheat Durrell was a ambassador for Zydeco in the state of Louisiana, played for at least 3 presidents' inaugurations, won about 2 to 3 Grammys, and just there was always an extension of the family doing some kind of music, something. And I just found my niche for it in when I was a teenager in high school. You know, it was a girl getter. You play music, you get the girls. You play football, you might get some girls. But if you play music, you get some girls.
You get some girls.
so we started music in high school. Started off kind of shy. I wanted to play drums. I wanted to play the drums, but they already had a better drummer than me. So they said, "Hey man, we need a singer. You want to sing?" I said I could try, and my story is true to fact. Ldy CoCo, I would turn my back to the drummer. I would turn my back to the audience, and I would be singing to the drummer until
what did you sing first, though? What was the first song that you sung?
I was singing all the covers. Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye, Sam and Dave, the Earth, Wind and Fire. We had a dynamite band. A lot of them was band musicians from school, so we played it all. We were in the era of Confunction, Parliament Funkadelic, Earth, Wind and Fire. But I used to love singing the love ballads, Jeffrey Osborne and LTD and stuff like that. But I was,
I'm listening to your voice. I don't mean to cut you off. I would love to hear you sing "Let's Get It On."
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back these feelings for so long. If you feel like I feel, sugar, whoo, come on. Come on. Let's get it on. That's some improv stuff, girl. You pulling it out of me. Yes, indeed.
I love to hear the artists sing on my show. I love to hear it. And the more you sing, the more they share. That's the point on the Ldy CoCo Show. The more you sing, the more they share.
I'm going to be a singing fool tonight.
You can sing all night long.
Thank you, baby.
Yes, you can. Yes,
I truly find joy in singing, though. It's definitely something that I think I was given as a talent, but surely as a blessing. It brings joy to me to entertain.
Yes, yes.
I've done all the things that a man would have to do. I've worked, I've provided for a family. I've done it all. But music brings me the most joy when it comes to actually getting paid and having it as a job. All the multiple jobs I've had, music is a job. Don't get me wrong, but it's the job that I love to do. And now I'm doing it full time. I'm
right, full time. Yes,
I'm full time now. Yeah.
Yeah. So you started at what age singing?
I would have to say I've always sang. I was it's true the fact that when you're being raised by Nana or grandma or mama, she would my mama used to call me just like you see in the movies, just like in every other black family. Boy, come sing, come dance for us, come sing for us. And girl, I get that brush or I get that comb.
That's it, the brush.
I don't know. We in the living room. How did the brush get to the living room? The brush used to be we always find the brush. We always
yes. It was the brush. It was the brush, a spoon, a fork.
Yes.
But the brush was it. That was the microphone.
The brush was it. And so that's where it started. That's where the love for it started. And you know what? I believe why I gravitated to it, because they were able to express love towards that. They were Boy, you sound so good. You know, building up the courage. You know, just showing love. That was
Just
their way of showing love. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
you know, and then when you're receiving that kind of love, it helps you grow. It helps you become a positive person. You know, and I truly enjoyed that, and I just ran with it. So my first paycheck was when I was 16 years old. Because
Wow.
when we were in high school, we formulated a band that we played in the nightclubs. They
Mm-hmm.
allowed us to go in the nightclubs, but we had grown up chaperones to take us in the nightclubs.
Mm-hmm.
But we did play in nightclubs and got paid, and you know, and that was my also my introduction to cougars. I might say.
Okay, okay. Before you go off into that, let me piggyback off of something you just said. You said you have to formulate love, and that's
Yes.
what we're missing today. A lot of us, it's missing love. We're
Yes.
missing out. You know, sometimes we're cold hearted. We're
Yeah. Yeah.
standoffish because
Yes.
we don't understand the concept of what love can do for all of us. You know,
Yes.
I don't have to like you for you to say, you know, I love Lady CoCo. It's just something about her that I love.
Yes,
I
yes,
love something about
yes,
it. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, yes,
formulating love can mean so much to us if we understand that grandma got in the kitchen and she baked that cake from scratch, right?
yes,
And she
yes.
put a lot of love in it.
Love in it. Yes,
She put a lot of love in it. When you ate that cake, you just knew it was something about this cake. Like,
yes,
man, I want another one. I just had a
yes,
price.
yes,
Can I have another one? You see,
yes,
that's what a lot of us are missing today. And
yes.
people like yourself, you know, you're back on the forefront doing your thing. I watch you on TikTok. You don't know I be watching, you know,
Ah, cool deal. Cool
I be
deal.
watching you on
Cool
TikTok and
deal.
you be talking to us. And that's what a lot of us are missing, that good old school,
Yeah,
just chopping it up,
yeah,
telling us the truth.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if you had to tell us the truth today, like you see what's going on, you've been out
yes,
there, you've experienced
yes,
it. What would
yes.
you say to us today? Like, hey, let's just get this thing right. What would you say
Right,
to
right. Everybody's gonna grow up. All of us went through the adolescence. All of us need love, receive love, and some of us didn't. But I was raised with a parent, my father and a mother. I was
Mhm.
raised with some grandmas and grandpas, sisters and brothers. And it's just like you said, my friend. The love creates a a cushion for you to learn. You can bounce back from a setback. You can bounce
Yeah.
back from a fall because you know you're going to be caught. You're going to be loved. And when you
Mhm.
ask me, what do I say about now, today's music, today's musicians, today's mindset? I promise you, it has changed.
Okay.
It has totally changed. We were having a conversation about male R&B singers.
Mhm.
They used to sing love songs, Coco. They used to sing family songs, Coco. They
Mhm.
don't have and because they sang those songs, but whether we believed it or not, it was helping us stay calm. It was helping us grow
Mhm.
because we don't hear that anymore. And I think the industry has something to do with that. I really do. Now, I'm not talking about me as an independent artist or you as an independent artist. I'm talking about the industry in its totality.
Right.
They're not allowing men like us to put love songs on the radio so that our women are calm, our children are calm. You know, they're putting more stuff to get everybody's just
All riled up.
more riled up.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's what I came up on. I came up on love music, uh, music that incite going to church, hanging out with family,
Mhm.
loving on somebody. That's
Mhm.
what I came up with. So if I had to say anything about this music business, I would say that anybody who's attempting to get in it, you really have to bring not only your A game, but you have to bring something tangible, something some people can hold on to,
Mhm.
and it's more so love, more so trueness, more
Mhm.
so you know, we're all going to write about things that we're going through, what we see.
Mhm.
But you know, just I would say just keep it real. Just be truthful about it. Just be
Yes,
true about
yes.
it. If you got to cry when you sing, cry. If you got to sing about hurt, sing about hurt, because
Mhm.
it's what gives your audience the understanding, and what brings your audience in is when you're true, when
Mhm. That's
you're
right.
actually true,
That's right. That's
when
right.
you're actually true.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
a lot of times we're not true to ourselves.
Mm.
And if you're not true to yourself, you can't be true to anybody else. You can't be true to your audience. And
Correct.
as an artist, it shows on stage.
Yes.
However you are, that's what's going to show when you're up there.
Yes.
And you probably realize, oh, they didn't accept me, or what's wrong, and the room seems cold. Then how did you come in?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you come in? How
Yeah.
did you embrace the
Yeah.
setting, that you walked into? It
That's right.
depends on so much body language,
Yeah.
if you're coming in smiling, or if you're
Exactly.
coming in, your lips is just all tight and your jaws
Yeah.
is tight,
Yeah.
looking at you like,
Yeah. Did I just give this my hard-earned money to this guy to not bring, the sunshine? I,
ex,
I
ex,
I get that, that's one of the things that I homed in on a long time ago. Long time
mhm,
ago.
mhm,
It had gotten to the point, Coco, just what you said. When I
mhm,
get off a stage, okay, so I'm in my dressing room, right? I hit the stage. I've played large venues and I've played small venues. I promise
mhm,
you, all my small venues, I'm gonna get off the stage. I'm not running back to my dressing room, babe. I'm not running. I'm not doing that. I
mhm,
truly believe, because I am a hardworking man. I put in my work as a
mhm,
firefighter, so I know that the people in the audience are working people. So, most of them are. So if
mhm.
they're gonna come in, pay it to come in the show, enjoy the show, uh, buy things at the bar, buy food from the restaurant. You're going to have to show these people that they truly are appreciated. And that's what I do.
Yes,
I
yes,
go say hello. I go see if they want to take some pictures. You know,
mhm.
I'm touchable. I'm touchable.
Yes, yes,
You know,
and that's very important that you are
yeah,
touchable, because when you're not, they'll think, oh, okay, yeah, I was
yeah,
coming to see Uncle Folly, and he
yeah,
seemed like such a nice guy. But then when we got there, he had his nose all turned up. He
yeah,
didn't want to take no picture.
yeah.
He barely spoke to us. They're gonna carry that back to somebody
Oh
else.
yeah, ain't no
They're
doubt.
gonna carry it
Ain't no
back to
doubt.
somebody else.
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. I just love it. I just love interacting with my fans, and I just love. There's not a stranger that I've met. Babe. I've, I is a stranger is just like, I mean, true to fact, a stranger is just a friend I never met.
Right, right,
I
right.
believe that, even our relationship, I think we're only about a week, 2 weeks into knowing each other. And now we're
Yes.
already collaborating. We're already talking with each other, sharing your podcast with me. You're going to come visit Lafayette in September and share your
Yes.
talents with our people. And it's like, we don't meet strangers. We should
And
never
it
meet.
didn't take you long to say, girl.
That's right. That's right. You was already my sister, girl. you know and that's what it's all about, man. It's all about being real, man. I mean, I ain't uptight. I mean, I've been successful in my life, and I've had some downfalls, and I've had some sideways, left and right, but I'm good.
Absolutely.
I'm good. you know
Absolutely.
I'm
But
a moment guy.
your persona comes across very good. And so that's what I like. I mean, if it wasn't, we wouldn't be right here 2 weeks
Sure, you're right.
later,
I appreciate
talking
that.
about it. And
I
so I
appreciate that.
like the fact that you can build a relationship
Yeah.
with your co-host, because you're like my co-host tonight, and
Yes.
then we're on stage together performing right now, it's
Right.
showtime. And
Yeah.
so it's really good when you can build a relationship and it goes to the next level. A lot of times people just jump right in. They don't find out anything about each other,
Yes.
or it's all about them and not about us trying to get to know each other. So I like the fact that we have established, a relationship enough for you to even book me on a show. So I'm so
Yes,
grateful.
yes,
All right.
yes. That's God is good. God is good,
Yeah.
and it should be that way, because you are family. We are family.
Mhm.
We're I've met so many beautiful people who are not blood kin to me. They're
Yeah.
God kin to me. They God
Mhm.
kin to me, and
Mhm.
and and we've
Just like that.
just like that. We click.
Just like that. Just like that. So let me ask you, how often do you do your internet segments, especially on TikTok? Because I see you over there. You be doing your thing.
You know what I've learned? I've learned that you have to stay relevant, and you have to have content, and you have to, you know, just be real about it. I attempt to do TikTok at least 2 to 3 times a week, just giving. I mean, it can be anything from me fishing to me hunting to me singing to me, like today I went political today. I went political today because I am backing Harry Kamala and Tim. I'm backing them. You know, that's who I'm going to vote for, and I'm going to talk to my people, and you know, and let them know that I'm busy, but I'm gonna take care of my voting.
Exactly right. Exactly. How important is it to vote for Kamala and Tim? How important is that to you?
Oh, it's very important, my friend. It's very important. We already know what Donald can bring, and you know, it's like you just try to stay away from trouble. You know, as best you can. You just know that, and so that's what I'm attempting to do. I'm trying to stay away from trouble. So that means that. And there are times when you have to pick the best of 2 evils, but I don't see that in this situation. I see that it's a clear choice for me. It's a clear choice.
Right.
I'm not choosing. I'm choosing the best of. I'm choosing the best of. So it's very important for people to get out and vote their own thoughts and ideology, but they know what the right choice is. A lot of people know what the right choice is.
It's black and white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The ink is there.
Yeah,
all you need to do is use it. Just use the ink.
Yes,
you know, and pay attention. A lot of times we're not focused. And so when you're not focused, you miss out and you lose on what could be, you know, or what can become. We lose out because our sight of seeing things is so far-fetched, so we're not focused. And I love to use that word focus. We have to make sure we stay focused, especially when in trying times.
That's a great word. Stay focused.
Yes, and stay focused.
Yeah,
we have to stay focused.
So
let's get back to. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, just as an entrepreneur, man, as a businessman, you know, there's consumers and there's people like you and I who bring business aspects to the world. We have to make sure that our leadership is right. As business people, we need help in this economy, and I'm thinking that, like you said, it's a simple choice for me. It's very simple for me.
And we just can't be concerned with the gas being $2.89. See, a lot of people just look at the gas. Oh my God, the gas is so cheap. What about your life?
That's right.
Your life does not depend on the gas at the pump. If you
That's right. That's right. It's so much more.
If that's all you're concerned about the gas, then you've already lost. I'm telling you, we have lost track of so much that we're supposed to be in tune to. But people just live life so loosely, so freely. And it's like, man, you don't see what's going around. You know, when I was on that cruise, I was watching television. I really don't watch television, but the news was there. So I was able to watch the news. And I saw Omarosa. You know, Omarosa was on The Apprentice with Trump, right? And so this lady speaks very well, and she knows the ins and the outs of, you know, Mr. over there. She knows. And so now to have another sister that's partially in office and can speak on it, you need to wake up. Because you never know when you get in a position, you know, like even us, whatever show we get, you don't never know why you got that show. You don't know why they booked you on that show, but you think like, wow, I got on that show. Right. You know, but somebody there, it could be so much more based on why they booked you on that show. So we just have to be mindful of what's going on, what's taking place. So let's get back to this music journey. With Uncle Folly. I wanted to get that part because I saw you talking about it. So we got it out now.
Yes, I appreciate you.
Yes. So back to the music industry. You are in Southern Soul, R&B, and what, Zydeco?
I've done a little bit of everything. Every album that I've created, I always wrote I've always written an inspirational song. On every album, there's going to be, it won't be a gospel song. It won't be a churchy song. It's going to be an inspirational song.
Okay.
I've done Zydeco with Lil Nate. I've done R&B music with Cupid. I've done an array of music. My catalog, I think I'm a little bit over 120 songs that I've written in my 24 years. All and I'm thinking that I've crossed just about every genre. And in 2024, 2025, I've already written 4 records. I released 2 of them. And the 4 songs I have left, 2 Zydeco and 2 country. I'm going to try country.
Okay, country
it just
is
seems
good.
like a good little place to go.
Yeah, country is good and it's easy.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
It seems to be a nice little place to go. And I want to try it. I mean, I consider myself a trailblazer. I know that I'm following a set of people who have went towards country and have been very successful at it. And now we see a large population of R&B singers and people of color going towards the country music.
Yes.
But I truly believe that we've always had country. We always had the country music in us. We just gave it a little bit more pop. Because we're going to sing about the hardship. We're going to sing about the love. You know, we're going to sing about it. But we're going there. And I promise you. And one of the records, I had a baby daughter. I had a daughter who passed away when she was 3 years old. And it's funny that everybody's gravitating toward country, but a young man brought a country track to my attention. And the first thing I thought about, Ldy CoCo, was my daughter, writing a record for her. I've written hundreds of records, but something suppressed me from writing a record for my daughter who passed away at 3. And now it's on my heart. It's on my heart to write a record for her. And the title of the record is She Loves Chasing Butterflies and Bees. Oh. That's the name of the record. Y'all be ready to hear it. Be ready to listen. It's touching because it touched me, because something's in me right now to write this record. I have to write this record, and I will. And that's going to be a country record. It's going to be with a country twang.
Wow. Yeah. So what's your country twang? What does it sound like? I've heard your other stuff. So what is your country twang?
I'm, as much as I listen to country nowadays, I kind of have the feeling that they're all kind of singing with a country draw.
Yes.
My country is going to be more soulful country.
Okay.
Soulful country. You know, it's going to be storytelling. It's going to be honest. My first country record is going to be honest, because she is my little angel. I think about her all the time. She would have been 35 years old. She would have been 35 years old if she was, and I'm sure she was going to be a great mom. You know, I'm sure she was going to keep her daddy in check. You know, I know that.
Of course. What happened to her at 3?
Auto accident. She was off in an auto accident at 3 years old and lost her life. And I had her brother. Her brother was 4 years old. So we went through the whole thing. We went through the whole thing of loss, love, but we grew. But you never forget. You just never forget. No. And it's in me. I'm gonna write this record, and you're gonna say, "Coco, God, Foley, that's what you were talking about." And I'm gonna say, "Yeah, my girl, that's what I was talking about."
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. I'm gonna pass it by you. Get your opinion on it, and then maybe you can put it out there to your people. Yeah. So country is not chanka-chang for me. I'm not going to do the chanka-chang country. I'm going to do I'm more so gravitating towards the the storytelling that the country genre does.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
But you know, it is out there. I was looking at, I don't know if you know who she is, K Michelle. And
yes,
she has gone straight country. I listened to it the other night. I'm like, okay. And so, you know, people are talking about it, but still, if you have it in you, it's in you. And
yeah,
here's the thing that we as people have to realize: God is the one give us talent, not man.
yes. Amen.
He give us that talent. And so
Amen.
you cannot allow
Okay.
anyone to take the talent away that he has given you. It might not be for you. It might not be for me. But if God has given you talent, if you don't use it, what's going to happen?
He's gonna take it away. It's gonna go.
Yeah, it's
gonna
going to go. So you have to use that talent that he has
Yeah.
given you and don't worry about what others say. All right. So let's go to, you are in Southern Soul right now, though.
Yes, I am.
You
Yes,
are
I
in
am.
Southern Soul. So what's your take on being in Southern Soul, and how long have you been here?
I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I wrote a record and I released it in April this year called "Let's Get This Party Started Right."
Uh-huh.
And you know, there's a little birdie that's telling me Southern Soul is getting so popular that they might open up a Grammy slot for it. That's how popular Southern Soul is getting.
Uh-huh.
And me having come very close to winning a Grammy in 2010. In 2010, I was on a nice short list, and so it's a wow feeling that the industry would recognize a Southern Soul artist from the Deep South. You know, they're taking off anywhere. You know, they're Southern Soul. I'm seeing rappers going into Southern Soul. Even not the late, even the great Lenny Williams. Oh. I see him on some Southern Soul shows.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's on quite a few.
on quite a few. And so
Yeah.
all of that is telling me, I mean, even Larry Dotson. Remember the Barcades? Remember the lead singer for the Barcades?
Yes,
Larry
yes.
Dotson. I've done shows with him, and I'm like, Larry comes out and said, "Hey man, I want to be just like you." I said, "Man, you Larry Dotson, man, the lead singer for the Barcades, bro. I want to be like you. I was raised on your music." And he would laugh. But he was in that Southern Soul, on that Southern Soul train as well. So it's saying something. It's saying something when these guys come visit and like what they see. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
they're checking it out. They're checking it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm in the Southern Soul market. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I love the juke joints. I love the smaller where they, you know, where people just free. People just, you know, they're not looking around to see who's looking at them being themselves. You know, it's one thing about Southern Soul music. You find the venues are just like backyard parties, you know, like you're jamming with your family, you know. I love that about Southern Soul music. Yeah.
The music itself, for Southern Soul, a lot of the artists are good. I mean, we do have some that are learning, that's coming into it.
Yes.
You know, here's the thing. I look at it. I love Southern Soul, but I'm looking for more structure.
Yeah.
I want to see more structure, because there's no structure. There's no structure. You really don't know who to go to. Like, who can you go to if you really need to go to someone and talk to them about?
Right. Okay, I get what you're saying now.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what is Southern Soul to you, and what is it to you, and what does Southern Soul mean to you? You know what I'm saying? You don't have that. So that's why I think we tend to have people that comes in and they just feel like that's what it is. Southern Soul is soul music. It's blues. You know what I'm saying? The Zydeco is separate from the Southern Soul artists. You see what I'm saying? The trail riders are separate from Southern Soul.
Right.
You see, so you want to know, quote unquote, what is Southern Soul? You know, Tyrone Davis was Southern Soul.
Yeah.
Johnny Taylor, that's Southern Soul. That's that soul music. You know what I'm talking blues. Denise DeSalle, all of those guys, you know, Marvin Cease. That's what it was now. We don't have any more of those today.
Right. The legends are gone.
The legends are gone. So we don't even have anybody to replace them.
Yes.
There's no one that I've seen that can replace them. Now, I'm not saying nobody will come along, but now we do have our Lacey's. We have our Karen Wolves. You know what I'm saying?
You have your King George. You have your guys who are holding it down.
Yeah,
What you're just. I want to regress. When you say structure, when you brought up the structure thing, Southern Soul is so at least 90% made up of independent artists.
Yes.
There is no structure. You are correct. There is no industry that's holding Southern Soul with some guidelines.
With accountability.
So check this out. Right along those lines, I'm with you. Next year, it'll be 25 years for me. 25 years I've been doing this music thing. I'll be 63 years old next year.
Okay.
My intentions is to find that structure or create that structure. There's a high chance that I'm gonna come off the stage. I'm gonna become the behind the scene man because I have 25 years of understanding the business. I have understanding of the business. I know promoters. I know who making the records. I know who to call, and that's my next endeavor. That's my future endeavor is to in 2025 call up Ldy CoCo and say, Ldy CoCo, we're going to take your podcast to another level because you're going to be the podcast lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm using you as an example.
Yes.
You're a wonderful artist. You're a songwriter, but I'm saying we're going to have to start putting things in place to make it structured,
exactly,
to make it have what it needs when it comes to R&B, when it comes to rap, when it comes to country. They have an industry that is structured. I'm gonna attempt to do that in 2025.
Yes.
As an independent, I'm going to do what Stax did, what that white guy who started Stax Records so many moons ago, where Stax was Southern Soul, Isaac Hayes, Bart Hayes, Sam and Dave, all of them. So much Southern Soul, so much grit from the South that Atlantic Records wanted to steal what they created. Yeah, right. Motown was Motown, polish, beautiful people. Huff and Gamble, Philadelphia, they were doing Lou Ross, and they were Teddy Pendergrass. They were polished people. But Stax Records out of Memphis, Tennessee, you can go into the juke joint with your working boots out the field, and you could rock to that music, man. That music was the soul. Was the soul of the community, and that was.
And you know what? If you get yourself to the point where you can sit back and you can say, "Hey, Ldy CoCo, I listened to this one song you had, and it was pretty good. Then I listened to this one. Let me talk to you about it. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me saying, "Oh, I don't need you to talk to me about this,"
correct.
You talk about your own song because. That's not what we need. We need that person that's going to be strong and say, listen, let me talk to you for a second. Not to judge the individual, but let me sit you down and talk to you because I've been where you're trying to go.
Exactly.
And so we do have artists like rappers in Southern Soul. They're there. And a lot of times they get offended because they say, oh, I'm not getting booked on the shows in Southern Soul. Well, Southern Soul is not rap.
Correct.
It's not rap. It's rap is rap. And so they had a situation where Snoop Dogg came on stage with the Blues Is All Right tour with King George, right? So when that took place, it's like, okay, so y'all didn't say nothing about Snoop Dogg. Well, Snoop Dogg is not in Southern Soul.
Correct. He just made an appearance.
He made an appearance. So allow the other artists to come in, the different genres of artists to come and be on your platform, on your stage to show an appearance because it makes it look good for Southern Soul.
Correct.
You see, he didn't come to stay.
Correct.
He just came and made an appearance. He smoked his little weed like he always do and deuces he out of there.
Correct.
See what I'm saying? So you can't say, oh, y'all didn't say nothing about him. No, if you want to rap, put yourself in a genre of rap.
Right.
And I just feel like that's just what that is. It's no offense to nobody. If
it shouldn't be.
You know what I'm saying? But Southern Soul, it is not rap. And if we can be mindful and respectful to what the genres are, we won't go wrong.
Ain't no doubt. No
We
doubt.
won't go wrong. We won't go
And
wrong.
then-
And you out of all people, because you've been there. 25 years is a long time.
25
to
years.
be to anything that you're doing. That's a long time.
Yes. I appreciate that. And I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And I'm not even at the top of the peak. And I've seen it all. So I'm telling you that I'm willing to share what I've learned. And and the best teacher, our grandma and our grandpa will tell you every time of the day, life is your best teacher.
Yes.
If you can just get through life, you're going and learn, pay attention, learn. It's your best teacher. And I got some things to say. And I got some things, and I believe that's going to work when it comes to that structure thing. When it comes to that structure thing. You know why Motown was so successful? Because he put under the roof songwriters, singers, musicians. He had the Rolodex of who to call on the radio station. He had the Rolodex to who to call to fund this. He had the record display. I mean, I'm not saying that what is the one out of Jackson, Mississippi? Used to be a record company. Malaco.
Yes,
Malaco was a structured situation.
And even Echo Records out of
Echo
Jackson.
Records.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
So you have certain people you can go to and ask them, because we have changed. We're a digital business now. Malaco used to be plastic and cassettes, and so if we can't lose sight on the old way of doing things. We still have to meet people where they're at. We know it's a digital world. We know that in the studio, it doesn't look the same, Ldy CoCo. It doesn't look the same.
It does not. Let me tell you something. I experienced Echo Records. I was able to do a tour over there. They walked me through front to back. The studio itself is wood. It's wooden walls. It's not this stuff that the plastic that you see. No, it's wood. You know what I'm talking about? So when I walked through there, man, I saw so many of the late greats on the wall. You know, they had that little cubic holes where you could have guys in there with their instruments, and they just doing the thing. You know, it's different than it is today. You go in the studio today, you're like,
where you put the musicians at? You know they room for the musicians. And it's cool, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I understand the progression of things. If you want a live horn player, hire you a live horn player and let them come do it. But we've come, the industry actually, believe it or not, the industry has pretty much eaten itself up from the inside out, meaning we've created so much technology that now it's easy to steal. It's easy to take. You understand what I'm saying? We've created a tool that makes clean sounding music, but we're trying to sell it to people who all they got to do is download it. They can just get it, and they're getting it as clean as we make it in the studio. That's what digital is doing for people now. And whether they know it or not, because we come from records, plastic records, cassette, 8-track tapes, CDs. And when you used to duplicate those, you wasn't really getting quality sound. You were getting the song, but you wasn't getting it like it's coming out of the studio.
Right.
But nowadays they're damn near getting what we paying for.
Oh, yeah. And you can tell if it's not right. If it's not right, you got to be like, wait, what happened here? Something is not right there.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to call it too. You have to call it. I play a lot of music, so a lot of times I can call it. I don't just throw it away. I used to just throw it away. Like, I'm not about to play this. So now I take a few minutes and I listen to it. Here's the thing. We have to listen to the words of the song. a lot of times we don't listen to the words because we so in tune to the beat, you see. So we don't pay attention to what she's saying. What is she saying in the song? So that's what make it meaningful when you listen to the word. It might not be a good song for you to get out there on stage and somebody put you out there because I listened to what she's saying, so it's gonna catch somebody's attention.
Exactly. I'm not sure if you're aware. I told a young lady that Saturday that Stax Record gave a black lady a chance to write a song. Mm-hmm. She wrote a song for you said his name before, Tyrone Davis and
Johnny Taylor, Marvin Seas.
So it was Johnny Taylor. Mm-hmm. They gave her a chance to write a song. She wrote the song, "Who's Making Love to Your Old Lady While You Were Out
Making Love."
She gave it to Johnny Taylor, and that made him an instant millionaire. That was a lady in the 60s. Of course, it was all of that stuff about black and white, and it was all of that stuff. A woman shouldn't be doing this and that. Mm-hmm. They gave her a chance. She wrote a record. The people heard it. The women heard it, and made Johnny Taylor a star. But I'm telling you, I saw the documentary, and I think that I'm still praising that documentary, Stax Records, whole episode documentary. But you would see the music business in that 4 episodes as clear as day. How the big fish wants to eat the little fish, how hard it is to put a record out, how Otis Reddy was a star, a country star. He's a country man, but he made love records and they couldn't get him off of that. He just want to make love records, but records that went around the world, because the Stax Records stayed true. And that's we just revisiting it again. In my world, I want to make records that are true. In your world, you want to make records that are true. You want to say what you want to say. You just have to say it the right way. And so as songwriters, all of that, you want to put some of the best songwriters underneath your roof. You want to put some of the best musicians, because I'm still a lover of live instruments on my records. I'm still a lover of that. I'm totally, but that's what I mean. The studio is different. The studio is digital. The studio is computer, but I'm still bringing in live drummers. I'm still bringing in live guitar players and horn players. I'm bringing them people in because it just does something to the music that you just can't. The computer will just never ever be able to do. Now we're going AI. We got AI making music, and and it's like it's just not going to be the same. Yeah, we're gonna have to make the switch.
But you're in tune. You're in tune to the now. You're in tune to the now. So that's what's good about it. 25 years, 63 years old. Yes. You're in tune to the now. So if you're in tune to the now, you win.
That's right. Amen to that.
You win. So I mean, it's going to take people like yourself to sit on the other side of the desk. Like you're saying, within the next few years, you might not be on the forefront. You might be behind the scenes. And so we do need behind the scenes. I don't see you going behind the scenes, though. I just...
I love that stage.
Yeah, I don't see you going. But it may come a time where you say, you know what, let me just take a look at what we have out there. Let's see who's in the industry, and let's see if I can even have a conversation, because I don't think a lot of times they have anyone to talk to. I really don't. They get into a lot of dramification. It's a whole lot of backbiting, a whole lot of just talking that doesn't make sense. It doesn't even add up, And so now everybody is feuding. And you don't even know what the feud about. Like, what are you fighting about? You're only trying to do the same thing, right? Everybody is trying to do the same thing. And you're fighting. What is the fight about? So it's just like, when Nana saw you fighting, come here.
That's right.
She didn't get ready to talk to you.
That's right.
Too much.
That's
But
right.
she can put some on your back, you see.
That's right. That's
But
right.
now some of us need to be patted in the back and say, hey, you got some hiccups over here. Let me sit you down and have a conversation with you. And when you can humble yourself enough to listen to people that has been out there like yourself for very long. Let me tell you something. Let me share this. I spoke to a woman today that was on stage with Denise LaSalle. And she shared a story with me. And I said, you know what? I haven't been in the music business myself a very long time. I said, it's weird how God will connect you to someone.
Amen.
He will connect you to people that knows the business. She's been out there 25, 30 years, just like yourself. And you know, when you can talk about it and you can be about it, that person can tell you something. But when you get the big head and can't nobody tell you, can't tell who you're supposed to be.
That's going to be
you've already lost. You've lost
right.
this business because this business is not easy.
Oh no,
it's not easy.
No,
it's good. So it's good to have an Uncle Folly in the house.
All right, and I take that. I take that humbly. I take that humbly.
Yes.
You know, it's funny that you say Uncle Folly. It took. I did a record with Audio. I did a record with Cupid, and I did a record with Lil Nate. And unbeknownst to me, they all call me Uncle Folly on the record. And so I said to myself, bro, you need to go with that. You need to go being Uncle Folly. You're Uncle Folly. You know, in my little town called Lafayette, Louisiana, I'm probably one of the older. I'm 62 years old, and I'm one of the older R&B Southern soul singers. So when they start calling me Uncle, I said, Chris, that's your final transformation. You're gonna be their uncle. You're gonna be their uncle. Because I started out 24 years ago.
Wait. Did you start as a Little Folly? Because somebody is on here. Wait. Daryl Simmons is here. And
hey, Simmons.
He says, I worked with Little Folly years ago in Mississippi.
Yes, indeed. Listen, he's taking us way back. We go a long way back.
He knows everybody. I love Mr. Daryl Simmons. That man knows everybody.
Yeah. I started off as Little Folly boy.
You know what he's going to eventually tell his sister? He's going to tell me his age in a minute. He said.
So you're right.
Well, so I'm proud. What you know about Daryl? What you know about Daryl Simmons?
We did music back in the day. I did music with a lot of people. I met a lot of icons. I shared the stage with people like Raw Ayers. I shared the stage with Brick. I shared the stage with Tyrone Davis, Mel Waiters, Denise LaSalle. I was a firefighter, and I kept my job. One thing I want to tell the young boy: keep your job if you got a job, because that music business is something else. But I kept my job, but I was playing so much because it's good to have a hit record. It's good to have a hit record. You can shake and rock and roll with a hit record. But I met all of them, people that I used to sit home and listen to, grew up on. And I got a chance to share the stage with these people, and they were all fine people. And so with that said, you say, Donnie, it's like I've met so many people. I've met so many good people. And I would have to say there was an artist from Lafayette. He's rest in peace. His name is Chuck Colbert. Mr. Chuck Colbert. And 24 years ago, something inspired me to become an artist, make music, write music. And when I made a record called Swing It, Chuck loved that record. And Chuck, he called me to his house. Chuck had a big, beautiful home in the music business. He said, Folly, I'm going to help you. He said, I got some binders. In these binders are distribution numbers, record numbers, radio, just everything from Florida all the way to Texas, just big binders. He said, take that with you, make copies and bring it back. But what he did was, unbeknownst to me, he took a young boy in the business, and he helped me on my way. He helped me He helped me to meet the Donnie Simmons, to meet uh, these people who was selling my music overseas, and it was just a beautiful thing. He was a beautiful guy, and he helped me. He wanted to literally help me, and he
Wow.
did. And that's how a lot of my come up, to use like them young folks, I had a come up, you know what I'm saying? And it
Did
came
you
from
make it overseas? Did you ever make it over there?
we did not make it overseas. I did not go play overseas. The furthest I went, I did Vegas. There was some booking in Vegas, but
Okay.
we although we traveled overseas, and there were times when I actually sung. No, nobody actually took me and say, I'm going to hire you to come to another country in 20.
Okay.
But getting back to OGs helping young people, older people helping younger people not get the knocks on their head, not get the setbacks. We've done it. It's the same ideology of listen to your elders. They already took the lick. And and I know, and everybody else listening to us knows things come full circle. Things come full circle. You can see it. And most elderly people say, I've done that, been there, done that.
Hold on. Your friend is here. Let's read this because Daryl Simmons is that guy that knows all of y'all. He said, I was stage manager for a lot of shows. You were in Mississippi for many years. Is that Charles Evers and BB King, Homecoming, and Jackson Music Award shows.
Yes, I was.
Talk about it.
Wow. You remember some Uncle Foley. You remember little Foley boy. I mean, yeah. We went to Jackson, Mississippi to a lot of award shows. Wow. I mean, there's some things in the business that you kind of forget and things that you can't remember all the time, but there's some wonderful things that you remember. And, I remember having a lot of good times. Having a lot of good times with some.
Well, Daryl Simmons remembers everything. I think he got a whole book in his head.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean, the Jackson Music Awards is like awesome. There's so many we're going around talking about structure. We're going around talking about things that are in place. We just need to come together. We need to come together and make it a place where people can come and say, you need this, then you need to go there. You need this, you need to go there. And that'll bring that structure that you mentioned earlier.
But let me tell you something, Uncle Folly. Like my first year in Southern Soul, I just went around, and I paid attention to a lot of things that were taking place and how loose it was. It was just loose. Yes. And so I'm trying to figure out, is there a door I can go to and speak to someone and ask them, like, how did this all become a sector of music where people can come and say, hey, I just want to sing. I just want to sing. I just want to throw my music out there. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm going to do it anyways. I believe that even as a child growing up, your mother and your father, or your mother, if it's just a one-parent home, they school you to become who you are if it's a good parent.
Oh, yeah, they groom you, no doubt.
They groom you before they send you out there. You're going to know that, hey, that's little Arnetta's daughter.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Back then you could say, oh, that's John's daughter. That's Mike's son. How do you know? Because people paid attention back then, where now they don't pay attention to anything until something just blows up and explodes. So when I say structure, we need a door in and we need a way out. Yeah. And so if you don't have that door to walk into, to understand what you're walking into, then you're going to fail, because somewhere down the line, because sometimes we can start real hot, right? We come in, we hot.
Of course. Fire's burning.
All of a sudden, it's like the phone ain't ringing.
Correct.
Somebody blackballed me. I think, they've been talking about me. No. You have to follow instructions.
Yes.
You know, when I say instructions, I'm talking about all the way to the 9, where you can.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Understanding the route, listening, paying attention, follow directions.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going
to. I'm going to tell you something too, Uncle Folly. Even with these interviews, it took me a minute to study how to interview an artist. When I interview you, it's not about me. It's about you. It's about you, your craft, your music, you branding you. I'm not going to get on, oh, let me talk about me. It's my time to talk. No.
Yeah.
We're on here to talk about Uncle Folly. Yes, of course, we share some things.
Right. We're co-hosting. Correct.
Exactly right. So at the end of the day, we have to be respectful to each other. We have to be mindful of that person that's sitting on that platform. We have to make sure that it's done right all the way from the opening to the closing. Amen. To get an understanding as to why this artist is sitting here telling their story. You don't have to tell me anything. You don't have to tell me anything. You don't have to share your story with the world. But you decided to sit down and say, you know what? Let me reintroduce myself to some of y'all that don't know me, but I'm not new to this game.
I'm true to it. That's right. That's right. Amen. Amen. Amen with that. That's enough said right there. And I like to revamp the opening of the door to let people in and a way to get out. In between those two doors is nothing but learning and love.
Yes.
Learning and love. If as long as you're ready to learn, as long as you're ready to share and love, your life can be very successful. Life is not really hard. It's the battles and the stuff that we put in our way.
Yes.
So we surely put a lot of stuff in our way.
A lot of stuff in our way. What's your take on attitude when it comes to attitude?
To be honest with you, at times when I was coming up as a young buck, and people were like, man, he's an arrogant dude. No, I wasn't arrogant. I was passionate about just don't play the thing small. It's not a small issue for me. I was taking resources from my family. I was staying late, working 2 jobs. I was putting sweat equity into my growth. So when you come to talk to me and make what I've done small, it's like, nah, bro, I can't let you do that. I done worked too hard for it, So attitude is you just have to stay positive as best you can. But in order for you to put your head down on your pillow and sleep and rest and have blessed rest, you got to know that you stood up for your craft. You was humble to your craft and true to your craft. Because we live you and I are in the good time business.
Yes.
We're in the good time business. Everybody see us like, boy, your life, it must be so good. Y'all in the good time business.
Right.
Yeah.
We go through some things.
Yeah. There's a curtain. When you see us, we're in the front of the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see us behind the curtain? Most people don't.
Most people don't
see us behind the curtain.
Most people don't. But you grew up in that era where, what goes on in this house.
That's right.
Stays in this house. So it puts you in that frame of mind of when you get out there, you smile, you talk, you deal with that when you get back home.
That's right.
That's what you do. You deal with it back at home. Don't go out there just telling all you. Go tell your business if you want to. You'll see what's going to happen.
Look, let me tell you. When you and I hit the stage, we are entertainers.
Yes.
We know our part. We know what part to play. Mm-hmm. But we're also human beings. Yes. We're also fathers and mothers and grandfathers and mortgage payers and car owners, and we live life like everybody else. Mm-hmm. But somebody got to entertain. Somebody got to take the stress away, and we do it so good. We do.
Yes, yes. Now, you know, we done talked a lot. So I love to hear, as I said about 35, 40 minutes ago, I love to hear the artists come on here and sing. So we got some ladies on here, and we're
Oh,
going to just
really?
go straight a cappella. Give us some of those good old tunes with that Uncle Folly voice that you got. I don't care what it is. At least two of them. Then we're going to play this.
I surely appreciate it. I'm going to do one, and you tell me if anybody recognized this song.
Okay.
It's going to be a nice one, but it's going to take a music lover to know this song.
To know the song.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find a love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let it go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me, but I'm in the daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let it go. Somebody tell me what that song is. Somebody tell me.
Let's see who's gonna take. Let's see who's gonna say who sang that song.
Who sang that song?
Name that tune.
Name that tune.
Name that tune.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see who's gonna do it.
When I was young, I used to tell the guitar player in the band, I used to listen to this guy. And everybody thought I was kind of like, who's that, man? Why you listen to that kind of music? It was good music to me. As a young man, it was good music to me. But you have to understand, Coco, I was out of my parents' home at 16 years old. My brother and I.
Wait a minute. You have a winner, Bobby Caldwell.
Oh, somebody. Ding, 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 ding. Somebody won.
Patrick Garrick.
Hey, Patrick, you're a music lover, man. You're a music lover.
Give him one more. Give him another one.
Okay, so let's see. Mother, there's no need to escalate.
You know,
war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate.
Name that tune, y'all.
Name that tune.
Sing it. You got to
You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Oh, picket signs and picket lines. Don't punish me with brutality. Come and talk to Uncle Polly so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Tell me what's going on.
You have a winner.
You have a winner.
All the way from Los Angeles, California, Cheryl Jackson, Marvin Gaye. It is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I love it. I love it.
Come on, give us another one. I love this name.
You love it? You love it? Let's see. How about this one? That's going to be a hard one. It's really going to take an Uncle Folly fan to know this one. I like the way you swing it round and round. You look so smooth when you're getting down. I like the way you swing it.
You better sing.
Across the floor. Don't stop the music. I want to see you swing it some more. Just swing for me. Come on, Coco. Swing for me.
Swing for me.
Just swing for me.
Just swing for me.
I'm just sitting in my chair, but I can't help but stare at the way you move. I just wish that I could swing it with you. That was Uncle Folly's first hit record.
Okay, it's called Swing It.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
You have a winner named that tune. Patrick is on it.
Patrick is on it. Yes, indeed.
Give us a blues song.
Okay. Down Home Blues.
Okay.
You know, let me see. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away.
Cheryl.
The thrill is gone. I say the thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. And if I can't even think of the song no more. I can't think of the song no
Oh,
more. I lost train of
hey,
thought.
who sang The Thrill Is Gone? Let's see. Name that tune. You
There you
said
go. There you go.
you got a winner.
Who
BB
made that?
King.
It's ZZ Hill.
BB
ZZ
King.
Hill. ZZ Hill made the Three Little
Well,
Guns.
they both
Oh,
sang.
did he?
Yes.
Okay.
Bobby, somebody said Bobby Blue Band.
I think it's we're gonna have to quick check. ZZ Hill, The Thrill Is Gone.
ZZ Hill.
You know the party's jumping, and everybody's having a good time. And you know what's going through my mind. Do you mind if I get comfortable and kick off these shoes?
Uh-oh.
These heavy old shoes.
Name that tune.
Gonna get myself a drink and on these down home
And
blues.
party on these down
Home blues. That's how I was ready for you to kick in, baby. There it is.
ZZ Hill.
Yes, indeed. Down home blues, ZZ Hill.
Yeah, Cheryl Jackson loved the blues, so she'll win all day.
I hear you. Well, you know, they definitely can all become some Uncle Farley old fans and new fans. You can definitely look me up on social media. You know, we have to put our government name on Facebook, but everything else is they can find me. You know what was so cool about naming myself Farley?
Yeah, how did you get the name Farley? Let's talk about it.
It was so cool. 24 years ago, my brother-in-law came from New Orleans. He was born and raised in New Orleans. And he would come to court my oldest sister in Macomb, Lafayette. And he would always say, "What's up, Farley boy? What's up, Farley boy?" And when and it was cool. I thought it was cool. You know, it basically was a greeting. Like we say, "What's up, partner? What's going on, my man? What's going on, my man?" So he used to say, "What's up, Farley boy?" And when I became an artist, I said, "Man, I need a different name. There's a bunch of Chris out there. I'm not going to use my government name." So, and we were in the age of when you pull up people's names, they ranked you. The one that got more search would come up first when you would put people's name in. So when I gave myself the name Lil Farley Boy, there was no other Lil Farley Boy. I researched it. There was nobody in the world named Lil Farley Boy. Okay. So when I would tell you my name is Lil Farley Boy and you would go search me, my stuff would come up right off the bat. I say, wow, man, without even knowing, that was some serious marketing. That was some good marketing.
Yeah, you put yourself out there like that.
Yeah, and sometimes those things happen unknowingly. Just a good vibe, inspired. You get a dream. You get a little nugget from God that tells you to move this way and move that way. And then when you see it manifest, you're like, "Oh, thank you, God. That's one for you." And you know, you did me right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, and so that's how it started. That's how I got my name, Lil Farley Boy, from my brother-in-law, Lenny Brooks.
Wow. And, okay, so you have a couple of songs. I played one. So which one did I play earlier?
You played a song called "Good Night for Dancing." "Good Night for Dancing" got me a Grammy nod in 2010. What? I went against Aretha Franklin and Luther Vandross. Knew I wasn't gonna win, girl. I knew. Who
won?
I think it was Aretha that won.
Of course it was.
I think it was Aretha that won.
But you was in the running.
Yeah. So we all started off out the gate together. When it's time for the Grammys, everybody put their CDs in the pot. And then they start picking, you start voting on it. They start voting on it. And then it came down to 60 people on a list. My name was on that list. Now, you and I both know, and the people that's listening to me might not know, that's when the politics kick in. That's when Clive Davis will call everybody and say, "Hey, man, Aretha's in the running. You need to vote for Aretha." Or my record company will call everybody and say, "Farley's in the running. You need to vote for Farley." How much does it take? was the favor. It's politics. It's politics.
Right.
We look at a beautiful show on TV, but to get there, it's a game.
Right.
So when my
Right.
name was on the list of 60 people, my friend, I was sponsored by Budweiser back in the day, the king of beer. I went to Budweiser and said, my name is on the 60th list for a Grammy for contemporary R&B. I'm not going to win, but I need some prizes because I'm about to give myself a big party. And that's exactly what I did. They gave me some T-shirts. They gave me all kind of trinkets to give to my fans, and I had a big old party. And that was the closest I came to a Grammy in 2010. But a country boy like me from Lafayette, Louisiana, had got to that status. And I wasn't even a full-time musician. I was a part-time musician. I was a full-time firefighter. But to get to that status, Ldy CoCo, was like mind-blowing. It was like, man, this is it. I don't have to do nothing else. This is wonderful.
Right.
You know? But it didn't stop me. I think
But
I made.
you've been in some amazing zones of your life.
Yes,
And
yes.
so
I love
that's
the
a
way you said
blessing
it.
to even
Yeah.
now sit and share your story. Because a few made it, and a lot
Yes.
of them didn't make it. So to sit and tell your story years later, that's awesome. And I'm so honored to have you on my
Yes,
show.
thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the record that you played earlier, Good Night for Dancing. It's one of my favorite songs that I sing on my shows. I still sing Swing It. Swing It is 24 years old. And people still want to hear that record. They still want to hear that record. They get on the dance floor and they two-step. They be doing their thing. But I've written some new records. I sat back for COVID, like like a lot of musicians did. We basically saved our life by getting off that stage because it was pretty bad in 2020.
Yes.
In 2021, we got off the stage, and I was writing music, and then I just released 2 brand new records in 2024, and the one that actually I was hoping and praying would have taken off didn't. It's my swing out record. My swing out record. Although it's featuring beautiful people, it's featuring Mr. Fat. Mr. Fat co-wrote the Cupid Shuffle with Cupid, and they're all my boys from Lafayette. That's my boys from Lafayette, and we did a beautiful job at Here We Go Again. I think it's a beautiful song. I'm gonna sing that song forever. But the record that actually took off was Let's Get This Party Started Right, a Southern Soul record.
Right.
And you just never know. You just never know. I come from a city that lacks the swing out. So I'm thinking, man, I made a nice swing out record. They went for the juke joint. They went for the Southern Soul. And it's called Let's Get This Party Started Right.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
I can follow y'all.
Nothing like a party. Yo,
That's it.
ain't nothing like a party. Let's go.
Let's go.
I ain't come out here to play, y'all. Let's get this party started right.
Go ahead now.
Turn the music up loud.
Come on.
This song will
Yay.
make them two-step, swing out and boogaloo. Ladies, everything show look good on you. And while you're out there, shake your tail feather.
Come on, somebody.
Get your groove in.
Everybody.
Somebody, grab everybody. Let's swing, swing, swing. Let's get this party right. Nothing like a party.
Hey.
Like a party. Ain't nothing like a party. Let's get this party.
Hey.
Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee.
I love that song.
You love that song?
I love
that
that
song.
song.
You love that
Yes.
song.
Yes.
We dropped that about a month and a half, girl. We got a little bit over 10,000 views on YouTube, and they're not software views, girl. I didn't buy no software to bump them views up. I got 10,000 people to watch that video, and I'm loving it.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes. So let's talk about this tour you guys got going on. Tell us about the tour.
I got some great brothers that got on board with the same mindset, my love. We said, if we're going to invest in other people's project, why don't we just invest in our own? Mm-hmm. So what we did was we got 3 male singers who came across, and they're all recording artists, Giorgio, G Sky, and myself. Mm-hmm. We got a record company called Ball Records. Mm-hmm. They're doing the DJ and the sound system. Mm-hmm. And we got a female comedian who's coming on board. We're putting this whole package together. Mm-hmm. We're doing the Chitlin circuit again. We're revisiting the Chitlin circuit. And if anybody don't know what the Chitlin circuit is, go do your research on James Brown. Go do your research on Aretha Franklin. They all went to the smaller clubs because the smaller the club,
the bigger the party.
Baby. That's the motto of Welcome to the Party Tour. Yes. Smaller the club, the bigger the party. And we are now so blessed to have you on one of those shows. And look, if you loving it on September the 8th, you know you can come back. You know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like gumbo. You're gonna eat a little bit of it, but it's gonna taste so good. You're going to come back for some.
I'm going to come back. All right. Well, September the 8th, tell them where we're going to be.
September the 8th, we're going to be in Lafayette, Louisiana for one of the biggest birthday parties in Lafayette. The Brass Room. Queen Gigi, the owner of the Brass Room, is giving her 71st birthday party, and she's not afraid to say her age because I swear that lady look about 55 years old.
Wow.
I'm telling you. And she said, Foley, y'all gonna bring it? I said, now what's my name? She said, Uncle Foley. I said, if we don't bring it, something wrong. Something wrong with it. And I said, I'm bringing a special guest for y'all. She said, who you bringing? I said, I'm bringing another queen to hang out with y'all queens. I'm bringing boss lady CoCo to come hang out with y'all. And she said, ooh, I got to go research her. Everybody want receipts. I said, okay, go research Ldy CoCo. And you're going to see. She called me. She said, you bringing that lady right there? I said, yes. She said, oh, we going to have a good time. I said, cool. I said, that's what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about.
Well, I can't wait. And there's this lady I was telling you about, Blanche Simon. She's out in oh goodness, St. Martinville, Louisiana. Yes. So her and her people are coming.
Amen.
Yes. And so we're gonna be with. You said you might come December 14th. It's her birthday.
Yes. And look, that's and so with that said, and I'm so happy that you brought up the Welcome to the Party Tour. That record, let's get the party started right. Giorgio has a record that's dealing with partying. G Sky has a record called Black Girl Magic. It's just something that they're not accustomed to. I'm talking about professionalism to another level. I'm talking about singing on quality microphones. The sound system is quality. It's just they're gonna hear things different. It's different between listening to a system that you might have bought at Radio Shack compared to a system that you might have bought at a high-end music store. I'm saying all this because it's just a grave difference. It's just so different to what we're bringing into these smaller venues that they're not accustomed to, and they're loving it. We're on our third show this Saturday, and
Okay.
we're selling tickets, and we're just having a great time at it. And people are like calling us. We're on our third show. We have 5, 6 more on the calendar, but we're having people only by doing 3 shows. We're having people calling us and say, "Man, can you bring that to my place? We
Okay.
heard about it. We heard about it. Can you bring that?" And all it took was a meeting of the minds.
Yes.
That's all it took.
Yes.
It took a
Yes.
meeting of the mind. Artists, record company, and production. And we're you know, the Blues Is All Right tour didn't start selling 15,000 tickets on their first show. They progressed. They progressed and became one of the better concert promoters to do Southern Soul. We believe that we're generating a grassroots movement. We're generating a grassroots movement where it's intimate. We want to go to the smaller places. We want to be next to people. We don't want to, be in the big arena. We want to start small. We're not saying that we wouldn't perform in a big arena. We're simply saying that that's where we want to start at. That's where we want to home in our craft. That's where we want to, let people know that we're touchable. Ladies, we're gonna sit on your lap. We're gonna do it all. We're gonna do it all.
Well, I've seen you guys promoting it, so the promotion is amazing. So
thank you, love.
What it's all about. So I'm gonna help promote it also. Now I'll be in Mississippi this coming weekend with Cupid.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, there's a show in Walnut Grove, Mississippi.
Oh,
so
that's a well-known name, Walnut Grove, huh?
Yeah. Walnut Grove is pretty hot. So I'll be close to you this weekend.
Oh, that's cool. We're gonna be in a little town called Crowley, Louisiana. We're doing some things for some veterans this Saturday at a place called The Hut. And the lady was so excited. I think she took like 100 tickets. She said, "Folly, I'm moving that. I'm gonna move that because we missing this." This is what she actually told me. She said, "What are you bringing?" And when I told her what we was bringing, she said, "Oh yeah, you can bring it over here. We missing that. We've been looking for something like this." So people are getting on board. They're getting on board, and we're loving it.
So when do you think the tour is going to be over? Or
I don't think that there's no end to it. We're gonna, of course, the holidays are gonna come, and people are gonna become closer in with their families, and they're gonna be doing holiday things. But next January, love, I'm thinking every one of us are gonna drop a new record. It's January. It's time to drop a new record.
Right.
Although I have, and there I go again. I think I should be on the other side of the desk. I keep thinking I need to be on the other side of the desk because I'm always thinking like ahead. So we get everybody to drop a record in January. We get it hot, and by the time everybody done paid their taxes or collect from their taxes, and they paying off their Christmas gifts, and everybody getting back to settling in, March, April, the tour is cranked up again.
So now, are you guys looking for more artists to be on the tour?
Yes. As it grows, we are definitely going to be looking for artists to grow with us. And we're homing in. Lafayette is the hub, right? So right now we're doing maybe 75-mile radius. Then we're going to do the 150-mile radius. That'll take us to New Orleans. That'll take us to Houston. That'll take us to Shreveport. And then we're going to start leaving Louisiana. We're going to start taking it outward. And that old cliche, they don't love you in your hometown. They love you more in your hometown than you believe. You just got to give it to them. You got to be fair with them. You can't come into your hometown and ask the promoter or ask the club owner to give you $10,000. He's a taxpayer in your city, just like you. If he loses, you're losing a vital part of your base. We need good streets. We need good schooling. You don't kill your home base. You don't kill your home base. You help your home base. And I truly believe that this thing that we have, this mindset, that if we do this thing grassroots, everybody wins. Everybody wins. If
and
everybody,
I agree with you. Our hometown, I
yes,
agree with you because right here in Dallas, it's not my hometown, but I live here, so I call it home, right?
exactly.
And
Right.
so I see a lot of shows that doesn't have anything to do with the Dallas artists at all. They all leave Dallas and go to other places. And I believe a lot of it is because they're trying to charge what they're not going to get.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Be true to the club owners here and
Yes.
allow them to say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna bless you with this. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who's gonna come in that building. There are two places in Dallas that stay jumping. They stay jumping. That is Club Odyssey with Mr.
Yes.
Clarence and
Performer.
also RL Blues.
Yes.
You know, and
Both of those
they bring people to
Yes.
those locations. So if you're right here from the city, don't come in there telling them, "Oh, you $10,000," because you ain't gonna get.
Correct. You have to.
You
have to
get
work.
5 or 3 either.
Right. But you have to work with that. You have to work with it. You said something that I have to touch on real quick. I met a man at the last show, last Sunday. I met a man, and that man called me outside. He was so impressed with the tour. The man said, "Paulie, you got to meet the people I know." That's what he told me. He said, "I love what y'all doing, and I truly believe that the people I know should get to see what y'all doing." The man called Too Sweet out of Vicksburg, Mississippi. That was his ex-brother-in-law. He had that man's name in his phone. He called. He said he knew the mayor of Orange, Texas. When he attempted to call the mayor of Orange, Texas, he was able to reach another lady who was putting on a blues festival. He talked to that lady. He put me on the phone with that lady. That lady hired us Saturday that just passed for her first blues festival. Today is Tuesday. I met the man last Sunday. So the man came to Orange, Texas with me Saturday, and the man got on his phone and called another man he knew in Gibson, Louisiana, other side of Morgan City.
Right.
That man wants the tour. So I met a man in 7 days that was a believer of music, a lover of music, and a believer of what the tour was doing. And that man hooked the tour up with 3.
Wow.
In 7 days.
That's amazing.
So the blessing on top of blessing. So when we say to each other and we say to your fans and my new fans that if you stay true to it, God approve that everything is possible.
Yes.
Everything is possible. And I'm a testify to that. I have testimony that I've watched things manifest in a business that's so bipolar. The music business is so bipolar. People are so gimme. I've watched God manifest blessings in my career that people wouldn't even understand. They wouldn't even have a clear understanding. They still trying to understand how I stayed in the business 24 years as an independent artist. As an independent artist, everything that I've done came out of my pocket, not a record company, not a investor. It all came out of my pocket. How do you do that, Paulie? How do you work 2 careers at the same time? God.
Yeah. That's amazing.
That's who I pray to every day.
Yeah, that's right. And we all need to pray to God every day.
Yes.
All of us. Man, this has been awesome. And I'm so excited about this tour. That's the main thing right now is to get it pushed out there. You all continue to post it and share it. And as I said, I will too. I'm honored to be a part of the tour.
We appreciate it. Love having you.
Shout out to Alicia too.
Yes.
Alicia is the one that connected me to you guys.
Yeah, Miss Starlock from your homie from Dallas, Texas. Beautiful people.
Yes.
Beautiful people. And that's what I'm telling you. I've met so many, and I'm continuing to meet. Look at you. I keep meeting beautiful people, and it can be a lifetime of friendship. It can be a season. But I'm telling you, I've met beautiful people. people with good heart, people with great talents, and I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed to be a part of it. I'm just so happy to be
Absolutely.
a part
I
of it.
know I am. I'm blessed to be I'm looking forward to Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
it's gonna be off the chain.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so when is the next show?
The next show is Saturday. This
Okay.
Saturday. It's in Crowley, Louisiana, at a place called the Hut. And then the following weekend we'll be in New Iberia. Now
Okay.
there's a place called the Candlelight Lounge, and they have a thing called Fat Tuesday.
Okay.
They're in St. Martinville, Louisiana. Girl, when I'm telling you they crump, when I'm telling you that place look like a Saturday night on a Tuesday,
Really?
off the chain, lady. Lady
Wow.
CoCo, that place off the chain. I'm saying like, ooh-wee.
On a Tuesday night in St. Martinville.
Crump, beautiful place. We're gonna be
Wow.
there. We're gonna be there on the 21st of September. You hanging out?
Okay.
You might have to come back and visit.
Well, I mean, I'm booked for for September 8th.
Yes, but I was saying September 21st if you wasn't doing anything.
I have to see what's on my calendar September 21st. And
So
if I'm not booked, I'll be back. I'm on the tour too. I'm on the tour.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, and the beautiful part about it, love, we get to just be. There's no stress about it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? There's no stress about it. We're just having a good time at it. Just some good people having a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, listen, y'all. This is the one and only Uncle Folly. Y'all go follow him. Tell them where they can find all your music and where they can locate you on all social media platforms.
I appreciate you. Of course, all the digital platforms have some Uncle Folly, some Lil Folly. You know, I'm OG. You might have to go back to my first name. Yes. You know, you might have to go back to my first name to reach me at my last name. I started out as Lil Folly Boy, Lil Folly, and now I'm Uncle Folly. But anything that deals with FALLAY is me. FALLAY. And all the social media platforms, you're gonna see some videos on TikTok. You're gonna catch me on Facebook, which is attached to Instagram. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. You can Google our name, and I promise you something's gonna pop up. And we need to get better at that. We need to get better at the digital platform situation. And we have people getting on board. We have people getting on board with the tour to help us do, like you said, we're doing very good at promoting the tour. But there's two young ladies who introduced themselves to us who wants to help us get more footprint in the digital world. I'm an OG. Awesome. I'm an OG. I'm gonna strap up my boots and I'm gonna do OG stuff. But I'm looking for young folk to get on board and help take us that way. Both will come together and we'll go up with it. Yes. One or the other, they're not gonna fade out each other. We're always gonna have to work hard. We're always gonna have to strap our boots on and go to work. But we're also going to need the digital platform, and those two young ladies are going to help us in that.
That's way. Amazing. Okay, Can you sing us out of here? You're going to sing us out with something.
Okay. Oh, here we go again and again and again. Oh, here we go again. Uncle Folly is back in the saddle, and I'm riding. Just having a good time with it. You know, we just want everybody to know that we love them, and we just want to share love, and we just want to share our talents, and we just want to bring some joy to the world.
Absolutely.
That's truly what we're trying to do is just bring some joy to the world.
Absolutely. And the name of the tour again is
Welcome to the Party Tour.
Yes.
Welcome to the Party Tour.
Y'all hear that? Welcome to the Party Tour.
Welcome to the Party Tour. You know, you got to bring it. You got to bring it because that's exactly what we're bringing. We're bringing a party, grown and sexy, just having a good time at it.
Yes, and I can't wait to see y'all September 8th. If God say the same, I'll be in the house.
Amen. You sure will. You sure will. It's such a beautiful.
I was so honored when they called and told me, like, Ldy CoCo, sing your music so Uncle Folly, they can hear it. So I'm like, oh Lord, I was waiting on y'all to come back and say,
No, we said, because you know what my daddy said, dress nice, boy. They talk about you before you open your mouth.
Yes.
So when we saw that beautiful lady, we all four of us said, yeah, she looked good. She looked good. and then we listened to the music. I'm just keeping it real.
Well, for the men, it's the outer appearance first. Before anything, y'all see the outer appearance. So I appreciate all of it, though. I'm gonna keep myself clean and polished. Yes, I am.
You keep yourself looking well, my friend.
Well, thank you. So, but you down there from Blanche, because Blanche called me my friend, Blanche Simon. She's been following you since I told her about you.
Okay,
yeah,
Blanche.
She called me my friend, just like you. I'm having to pay attention to both of y'all.
Yes, indeed.
Well, listen, I'm gonna let you go. I have enjoyed this, and we're gonna continue to push the tour.
Yes, let's do that, baby.
That wants to come on board, y'all want to come, y'all call Uncle Folly or reach out to him on Facebook and Messenger. He'll get it and respond back to you. But be loyal when you do. Be respectful when you do, because y'all see he's a respectful man, and he is so dapper with it. He's dapper with it.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
I appreciate you so much, and I can't wait to see you real soon.
Thank you, love. We look forward to it. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. All right. Good night, Uncle Folly. We'll see you later. Thank you all to the audience that tuned in tonight. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.